Sometimes.
So it is good when you're really thirsty and it makes your eyes
Bubble.
bubble behind.
It makes your eyes sparkle.
My eyes are bubbling. My eyes have been carbonated. Neal Adams, where are you? Neal Adams. Can you imagine if Facebook went out when we were supposed to go on?
I was just thinking about that.
Oh my
I would have had a call. And say,
What the hell, guys?
whereas Max says, what the heck? Sam Green and Ford.
Greetings, scrimmages.
What happened to the table over here?
Hello, Terry.
I'm just gonna drink soda. Okay. All night long tonight.
As long as you don't release any demons, we're good.
Well, that may happen tonight. I cannot say that might not. So, hello everybody that's on with us so far. It's another rainy Gotham night in New York.
Batman should be out there.
Actually, what we should do is get a Batman statue and just put it on our ledge.
A crouching Batman
A crouching Batman on our ledge.
with glowing eyes.
We can even have a
I
gargoyle
wonder if we
that
could do
lets
that.
water out.
That would kind of be cool.
Call Jason. 1-800-SCULPTOR. Jason could probably make one out of foam.
The gargoyle or the Batman?
Then he'd be a moldy Batman. It might be worth it. I bet you if Dad were here, I could talk him into that.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen that airplane that hangs between the buildings.
I think that company left the building next door.
Oh well.
I don't think they're there anymore. Which is why you haven't seen the airplane.
I like the
I
airplane.
did too. I still don't know how they did it.
Well, they strung a line between one street and the other, but they had to get the building across the way to agree to do it.
I don't know if that's what they did. I never saw a line. Did you see a line?
You use fishing wire. You'll never see it. From the distance it wasn't, you're never going to see fishing wire, even on a sunny day.
There's no dirt and guck in New York City.
So Robert Dorfman says, have a wall-mounted gargoyle water feature with Batman on top.
Yeah. And then just put it. We kind of have these like weird kind of balconies because they're building cupcakes. So we're cupcakes in where our floor is. There's
Kind of reverse.
it's called the cupcake building. So it has these like little balconies that you really can't go out on, even though people say, "Oh, you should go out there."
Yeah, no, it's like this narrow, and there's no like
rails.
rail, and it's like below your center of gravity. You know? No,
And I'm
because
sure
Chris and I went out there just to look, and I was like, "Oh hell no,
well,
I'm
we
not
haven't
going
been
out."
out here to look. I'm talking about our balcony.
Yeah, no, well we went that side.
That side's different than this side.
Yeah.
This side's really low.
They go out there with your skates.
Oh yeah, no, we went upstairs.
We went upstairs.
Upstairs balcony.
Yeah. Oh well.
Hi, Gustavo. Everybody say hi to Gustavo.
Hello, J.S. Terry Comics.
We're just waiting for everybody to load up. And then we'll start our show in a couple of minutes here. I do have some cool stuff out front. The new facsimile,
Similimi.
Batman and Batgirl number 411. Facsimile, the first appearance of Talia al Ghul.
not drawn by Neal Adams,
Not drawn by Neal Adams.
but the cover is Neal Adams. So we have that out tonight as a set. We have the foil and the normal comic.
Hi, Marilyn. Hello, Sam.
So we're just waiting for people to come on. And then we'll get this show moving along here.
Hello, Jim Hackett.
I love what it says, Talia. Algoo.
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 In our
Hey, Sam.
captioning, it's amazing what they turn words into.
Hey, Sarah. Oh, Sarah. Yeah, don't look at what's in front of Chris right now. I saw Chris put that out, and I'm like, uh-oh. That one's a Sarah one.
Oh, so good. The bubblies are bubbling down.
Well, sometimes the bubbles also helps to break up.
It's not.
Sarah said, well, it is my birthday. It is Sarah's birthday. Everybody say happy birthday to
Happy
Sarah.
birthday, Sarah.
Sarah's birthday girl today. Ted Keaton is on with us. Robert Burke is on with us. We're almost there. We're up to 19. 19 peeps. We're almost in peep season.
They're in the
Well, the
stores
peeps
already.
the peeps are already out there.
We just don't have Dad here to eat the peeps.
That's true. Sarah's had so much cake she might puke. No! Don't waste the cake. Thank you, Gustavo.
Likes the Spider-Man piece.
Oh, Mike Rock.
That's in our deck tonight.
Yep.
Okay, I think we can probably start.
We have 19 people on Facebook. No, 18. It went down.
Somebody said, not them again. I'm out of here.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I'm going to start the show. Zia may finish the show tonight. I don't know because Crystal has the New York crud cold, which I hear is actually across America because you can be in California and have the crud cold, and I've never been to California. So I hear the crud cold is across America right now. It's called too much rain.
Mm.
So if I start coughing, then Z and I are going to change places, and I'll just cough from a distance.
Which should be interesting because I have not taught Chris how to use the system at all.
Yeah, I'll just put up a new piece of art I feel like clicking on. And then you'll just have to find it in the pile.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way because I don't have anything to list right now. Sorry, we've got too much stuff.
Okay, here we go for tonight's show. I have the new Batman. What is it?
Batman and Batgirl number 411.
411 foil. Which I will try and get my foil to do
If you
the
tilt the top up
foil thing.
or towards you, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. And everybody's yelling, will she just please hold it? It looks just like this one, only in foil.
And it doesn't have the yellow. They didn't print the yellow.
I guess they made it foily.
Yeah. Foily.
So we're selling the set for $20. That is the regular edition and a foil. And the foils go fast. Like I said, they're doing a lot of foil covers of Neal's, I've noticed. And if you're into collecting, like I'm going to collect all of Neal's foils, now's the time to do it. Our comic store in LA. Yes, you over there, Rich Cirillo.
So J.S. Terry Comics said, Zia,
Yes.
I want one of your Green Lanterns. Going to figure out what I want. Those are just awesome.
Yay! Thank you. I've really been enjoying doing them. They're fun. I mean, doing them on the covers is a bit of a challenge because you got to be super careful because I know a lot of folks will want to CGC this stuff. So I have to be super careful to get you guys a good grade. And luckily enough, so far I've been getting like 9.8s on my sketch covers.
Because they're my sketch covers.
Your sketch covers.
Which mine come right off the press like pizza. Right into the box. So
Well, that and Jason made me one of those things that he had made for Dad, which Dad like didn't use as much. But watching Dad handle his own artwork has made me super careful handling my
Other
stuff.
people's stuff.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, are you going to do one of these covers?
I am actually. I'm getting. Last night at the Krusty Bunker, somebody bought a sketch blank, and they're having it sent here for me to do that cover as Voodoo Dolls, which is going to be a challenge.
I don't know. I would just make them all on fire. Because this cover always made me feel like Batman is Frankenstein. And those are the villagers down below that are like after him.
Well, there is that other cover where there are villagers with
No, I
torches
know.
that are after
It's
it,
very
but-
similar to the
yeah.
same one. So I would just make them all broken below.
What number is the foil edition? It is number 411.
Yes. So this is in the stores this week, and I want you to know that most of the Green Lantern foils are out. Like most stores do not have them anymore. So these go within a week in most comic stores, guys. So don't sit on the fence because it's not something I'm going to have for long, because I will send these out to California and let the store mark them up and sell them. So we're selling, like I said, the set for $20. That is the regular comic and the foil cover. Just
Hey,
like we
Andrea.
did, just like what we did with the Green Lanterns last week. We sold
the
that
John
as a
Stewart.
set. And those were $20. So these are $20 as well. Over here on my right, your left, is Batman 251. It is a 7.5. It is a blue label, which means it is not signed by Neal.
And it is the original printing.
That is the original printing for $700.
Okay, and Andrea is going to take a set of the Batman and Batgirls number 411s.
Okay.
Yay! Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you.
And Mike Rock, I saw what you wrote about your Wonder Woman artwork. I am very happy that you like it so much. And no, we are not selling the pineapple before anybody asks.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Max lost my buzzer.
Yeah, Max lost your buzzer. Nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything.
No, I was the one that finally took it away. I don't know. That was easy taking it away. I don't know. Wait a minute.
Well, see, Max likes the annoying noisemaker because he knows I will chase him to try to take it away from him because it drives me up a freaking wall. And he just keeps on pushing it.
Yeah, he makes me good.
Ugh. Hey, Brent. There it is.
So we got a question. Any Batman or Joker signed prints today?
Yeah.
We definitely have Batmans.
I definitely have
And
Batman.
there's the three heads of
There's the
Joker.
three heads of Joker. I don't know if I have them like with me tonight, but I can go dig one up, I'm sure. All right.
Hello, Brent. Brent calls us beautiful people.
Okay, this is for Andrea. This is like
Do you need
being
help?
the Joker. No.
There you go.
Oof.
She aimed it at me because I asked if she needed help.
That's right. That was for Andrea's set. I was unprepared for school today.
Totally worth it, though.
Okay. The night has started. Our first sale has happened. So does anybody else want a set before I start moving things around here? Are we in a confetti kind of mood? Yes. Chris is in the confetti mood.
Well, actually, the confetti mood depends on you guys. Oh, he says, because I sure would like to claim the Wolverine.
But I have to get to the Wolverine.
He wants to claim it before you even get to it. He's calling dibs.
All right, so why don't we do this? You own the Wolverine. When I get there, we'll blow a bomb. And then I don't have to dig through my pile.
Watch is going to be at the bottom of
It's not. It's like up towards the top, actually.
Okay.
Did you take it off the shelf?
Which Wolverine
Yes.
was it?
It's the tracing
Freeland.
paper one. It's
That one. I like that one.
I do too, and I was shocked that it stayed with us for as long as it did because it's the yellow costume one.
Brent says, fair enough.
What was the price on it?
I think so. When we get there, we'll get there. Okay, any more on this set comic? Because otherwise I'm going to take these away and put them somewhere. Hello, Michael Kirby. How are you? There. So they're close. Okay, I was talking about, I have a 7.5 Batman 251. This is the original printing of it. It is CGC'd with a blue label.
You tilt the top towards you, it'll be brighter.
And it is $700 to buy.
Hello, Victor.
It's in cream to off-white pages is what it got. So it's slightly off-white. I will say the cover looks good. And again, it's a Batman 251 original printing, blue label, 7.5 for $700 in CGC land. And then I hate these new ones because they don't tell you what it is on the back side. It is a 4.5. What is it?
The plastic is making it hard to read.
All right. It is a 4.5 Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 79 from November of '67 for $500.
Can you pull it out of the outer plastic so we can see a little bit better?
Yeah, I can.
Thank you. That's more better, yeah.
So it has the cute little dad head, which I would buy just for the cute little dad head. There are, I think it was 100 of the cute little dad heads available.
And as predicted, Sarah Snyder is going to claim Lois Lane.
And that's a happy birthday to you,
Happy
Sarah.
birthday, Sarah.
Okay.
I knew as soon as I saw it come up.
Girl.
It's like, oh no.
Okay, you get the cute little dad head. I love it because of that. Actually, if I were to do it again, I would probably do the dad voodoo head you did.
I do love that dad voodoo doll.
All right, I'm going to put this out there. I'm going to put Sarah on it.
Well, Sarah, you have made it quite clear where your tastes go.
Yeah, 500 is a big bomb.
I was going to say.
Big bomb.
Oh, here we go.
This will make it bomb.
Cover your ears.
Cover your ears. Let me go this way. Woo! Money bomb!
Nice.
We'll scoop up some money and put it in there.
There you go.
For her birthday. We'll stick
Hello, Greg Harper.
some money dollar bills in there for Sarah and her bomb.
Sarah says thank you.
We'll give her some glitter. We're never stingy with her.
We should send her a couple of our handgun ones
Okay.
in her package.
There we go. Good to
That way
go.
she can have fun at home with one of
Because
those.
it's her birthday. All right, I have Sarah's name on that.
Andrea says happy birthday.
Okay, so I'm going to put my 251 away. All right, I'll show one more CGC and then we'll get moving. Okay, so I have an 8.5. This is one of those sketch covers. It is a Neal Adams sketch cover, 8.5, Batman Black and White, number 1, November of 2013. We Can Be Heroes edition, 8.5. It is $1,500. It is an original drawn sketch in there by Neal. It's one of those like Batman profile sketches. It is yellow labeled. It says Neal did it. Neal is there in front of them, and it is signed. 8.5 yellow label, and the price on it was $1,500.
I have to find an excuse to be in Sarah's neighborhood at some point.
Okay. We'll work on that. Batman black and white. 8.5, 1500, yellow label. And there are no more yellow labels.
Hello, Alan Martin.
So that's also a nice CGC that we have. Oops, actually it's not. There's a crack CGC that we have. Dun, dun, dun. Gonna have to get that fixed. Okay, that's off the market. I just noticed the plastic casing is cracked.
Oh yeah, no, Kelly, I did see her chat. I do watch her channel on YouTube.
Okay, I'm going to do a couple of Jaclays or prints. I have a really big, cool one in the middle of my stack somewhere. This is a 13 by 19. This is a fancy Jaclay that we did for New York Comic Con. This is from Moon of the Wolf, one of Neal's favorite Batman stories that he did. And this we sell for $200. The signature that you see at the bottom is actually on the original. And we would have to put Neal's hologram signature on the back. So again, it is Moon of the Wolf, Batman 13 by 19 for $200. And for those of you who might be new, the way you would claim a piece is to write it in the comment bar, the same way everybody has been joking around and saying hello and wishing Sarah a happy birthday. You would just write, I'm claiming that, Batman with the wolf. We'll acknowledge it, we'll make a lot of noise, we'll blow off a bomb, and then we will ask you to direct message us your personal information, which would be your name, where I am shipping to, and an email for us to invoice you at. So again, I have Moon of the Wolf for $200. It is a really nice stock paper. It's a nice watercolor toothy paper. It holds the inks really nice. Anyone who has purchased these will tell you that it's a great paper. It looks fabulous when you get it. This over there.
Did your plastic disappear? Because I found it.
It's right there.
Oh, okay.
These are so stiff that they don't really need a plastic, but then I don't have to worry about the glaring. Okay. This is another $200 print, and then we have the $100 print.
Okay.
So this is a $200 print. This is Batman and Joker, which also has Catwoman and Harley Quinn. It somewhat has the feel of Five-Way Revenge because the person who commissioned this painting by Neal was kind of looking for the flavor of Five-Way Revenge for $251. Again, this would get the hologram signature that we put on the back of the print, or Jaclay.
The color is very lively and vibrant. One of the many wonderful things about our Jaclays and prints is the color is always very accurate to the originals, and it pops, definitely.
Yes.
Like the bubbles in Chris's Sprite.
Exactly.
So you're saying the colors are effervescent?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, it's lipstick on a wine glass. Now we're in trouble.
Tell it's telling you.
Okay. $200 for this one. These are gorgeous, gorgeous Jaclays, guys. Okay, this one is also $200. This is a Conan print. 13 by 19 is again the size of it. This is all 100% Neal from top to bottom here. If you're into Conan, this is a fantastic piece to own. Again, this would get the hologram signature of Neal's that we will put on the back of the piece. Neal did this piece actually as a piece to sell on this show. And then he did one of these also in his finished pencil render technique that was also gorgeous. So there's 2 of these out there somewhere that we have sold to you guys. I just don't remember who bought them.
We sell so much stuff, it's hard to keep track.
Well, Neal was also very into selling me. Like he was coming in, he was selling them.
Mm-hmm.
So it was okay. So tonight I have. Now these are different. These are kind of produced by DC Comics. I have this one, which is a Superman. And the size of these are would be
13 by 19. Yep. Well,
yeah, they're a little shy of the 13. They're 12 by 19. They have the length. They're just a little shy of the width.
Right, and these are we on the $100 print sale?
This is $100. It is signed by Neal at the bottom in silver. And these were produced by DC. So these have all of the emblems and logos and all that stuff.
The trade dress.
Trade dress. So we have this nice Action Comic one for $100. You've just become the most dangerous man on earth.
Wipe that smile off of your face, Superman. It'd be like, well, if I'm the most dangerous person on earth, you wipe it off my face.
So apparently Michael Kirby owns one of the Conan prints and he loves it. If you're truly a Neal Adams fan, the Conan piece to me is a piece that if you're really into collecting a lot of his stuff, that's a worthwhile piece to invest in. So Action Comics number actually it doesn't have a number. Number
it's
419.
419.
Cover. Nice piece. I bet you these would frame up really nice. I have this one, and I have. Must have been a thing for Superman.
Well, Superman did have his birthday recently, but this was before that.
Could be. I don't. It doesn't say where they were from, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, this is Superman Action Comic 485 coming at you. It is signed by Neal at the bottom. Again, it is $100 to buy. Of course, it's a breaking chain cover because that's all we ever do is Superman.
Oh, yeah. What? You want me to break it down the chain?
A classic story that answers all your questions about.
The day the Man of Steel's life was changed.
So what happened, guys? What changed his life in this comic? Yeah, that's a real signature of Neal's down there at the bottom. It's not part of the print. That's signed by Neal for $100. Enough of that Superman shit.
I just remembered talking about a song called Breaking the Chains.
So we have Action Comics Superman Breaking Chains for 100. See, I would get these two and put them next to each other. Look cool. Okay, next up is one of our Clays, 13 by 19. We call this Batman in the Rain Gray because we have a different Batman in blue in the rain.
Because you can't have too many Batmans in the rain.
Right. And I feel like New York is just turning into Gotham City every day in rain. So this is 100 to buy. It is signed by Neal down at the bottom. Classic Neal Adams Batman. You just need splashing boots and splashing water sound effects for this one.
Spoosh, spoosh.
Then everyone will have to go to the bathroom.
Chris, everybody stepped away from their computers all at once.
Right. It's the Batman rain stuff.
Mass bathroom break.
So $100 on Batman.
There you go.
That's how it sounds outside our window.
Actually, that would be relaxing.
That would be relaxing.
Puts
It
you
never
to sleep.
sounds
We
like
have
that.
we have the horns honking and the
Ambulance.
ambulances going by.
Yeah. Okay, next is 13 by 19. This is a Batman in the swamp of somewhere down south
With his little bat buddy.
with his bat buddy.
Is he in the bayou?
He is definitely in the bayou. I would
Bat
bet
bayou.
he's like in a cemetery or something. You're not in the rain, you're in a cemetery. If not in a cemetery, you're up near a water tower.
Or
Not
you're on a
water
gargoyle.
tower, you're on a gargoyle, back in the rain.
Hey,
So
James.
this is $100 to purchase. It is signed by Neal. And the size is 13 by 19. And this is a classic piece that Neal was really happy with when he did this piece, and he was very gutsy and let's play with the red sky. So yes, it's a different view from Detective 405, or at least that's what we believe is where this is coming from. Okay, I picked a Spider-Man because we did a Spider-Man, Zia did a Spider-Man today that we're going to have for sale and put up here in a minute. So I put this up. So this is 100 for Spider-Man by Neal.
Can you straighten out his top a bit so we don't have as much glare? There we go. Ah! He's just floppy, so you may have to hold him a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
So 13 by 19. This is a variant cover that Neal did. $100 to purchase. 13 by 19 is the size. Signed by Neal. Excuse me, signed by Neal at the bottom for $100. Spider-Man needs a new sound. Somebody's gonna write Spider-Man some new music. It's aged. Okay, I have 2 left of the man things that we offered last week. These are smaller. These are on 11 by 14 paper. They are signed by Neal. I have 2 left, and that will probably be it. I like the little reflection in Man Thing's little eyes.
Yeah, it's hard to draw expressions on Man Thing.
They should have a T-shirt, "The Many Moods of Matha." It's all the same picture.
So it is a smaller print signed by Neal, 11 by 14. It is 100 to buy. I have 2 of these left. I think we had 4 altogether. 2 of them sold, and I have 2 left.
I think you're stuck with just like trying to use the body.
Kelly Rusk is claiming a man thing.
Yay!
Thank you, Kelly. Kelly Rusk. Claiming a man thing. Alright, down to 1. And
There you go.
there we go. Thank you, Kelly Rusk. So Jason just popped on and said back then we did the prints in 11 by 14 because we thought people would like them to fit into any of the portfolios we had done. So I guess he's talking about like the Tarzan portfolios or the New Heroes portfolios, or I don't know what other portfolios we did. Okay, I have 2 of these left. This is the Blue Lady 11 by 14 that Neal did for, it's actually Star Reach number 2's cover. And it actually was a cover that went with a Jim Starlin story. I did some research on this today. And this goes back to, I think it was like 1974 or earlier. So the interiors of that Star Reach number 2 was, I believe, this character, which may be a Jim Starlin character. But it is signed by Neal. This is 11 by 14 again. And Jason just said the Savage portfolios. So they were sticking with this 11 by 14 format in order that you could use your envelopes that you have from other portfolios and just fit it in with them. So again, I have like 2 or 3, maybe 4 left of Blue Lady for 100. It is the Star Reach number 2 cover that was put out by Mike Friedrich. And the interiors of the book had a Jim Starlin story. We'll keep moving because I have a lot of cool stuff tonight. I pulled this one out. This is the Detective 1000 cover that we did originally in black and white, and then Neal colored it. So this is 100 to buy. It is signed by Neal. This is painted by Neal. $13 by $19 again is the size. It's on that fancy Giclée paper. That's very nice. 100. Okay. I have the Angry Batman, Angry Superman. 13 by 19. Now, if anybody follows our Facebook postings, this Superman pose is very reminiscent of the Superman pose that coming of this Superman that I posted on Monday. And then, of course, Neal has Batman on there. The size of this is 13 by 19. It is $100 to buy, and it is signed by Neal. This was colored by Zia. So you also can have Zia sign it if you'd like.
It's one of my early watercolors.
$13 by 19 is the size of it. It's interesting that we went from an 11 by 14 to a 13 by 19.
Well, there was 11 by 17.
I have Black Cat, 13 by 19 by Neal, signed by Neal. I think we have 2 of these, and that's it on Black Cat. This was done probably like 5 to 6 years ago. It was when we opened the Krusty Bunker. Black Cat was a really high-selling comic. And Neal was like, what's going on with Black Cat? And decided to do a Black Cat piece for the Comic-Cons. $100 to buy the Black Cat. Signed by Neal. And my last print is this one, which is a Batman cover that Neal did.
It's a metal cover.
The metal cover, right? Batman metal. And it is 13 by 19. It is $100 to buy. And it is signed by Neal.
Black Cat is 100 to buy.
Yes. It's interesting because the piece that Aaron bought has similar little demon characters around the death dealer that Neal did recently.
20 years.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this Batman is sort of like, what if the Death Dealer was Batman?
And
Yeah.
Bismack's going to take a Black Cat, right?
Okay.
Yay!
So it's Bismack 1976A,
Bismack.
otherwise known as Barry McDonald.
I'll just go with Bismack.
Thank you,
Call
Barry.
it a day.
And he wants a COA with that.
You're revealing his secret identity.
Okay.
Oh, it's just one of them.
Thank you for your purchase.
That was a little premature.
Premature population.
Yes. Okay. That's going over here. Okay, and this is going to go.
Oh, I got a heart confetti. Chris loves me.
Yeah, I just sprinkled it on.
Actually, it was Rich who just.
Oh, there's a gold one. Oh. All right, Rich loves me then.
Okay, so that is our prints for the evening. Now I'm going to get into some artwork.
Feel the love.
I'm kind of in a little disarray. This is a published cover. Now this we did scan, but I don't know if you have it. See.
Okay. Well, I don't see.
So I'm just going to see if Z has it for the pan and scamps or not.
Nope. I do not.
No, I do not.
Sorry.
So.
Chris says everybody loves me.
Oh, don't be nice to Thea.
Feeling love today.
Okay, so this is the Wonder Woman #5 cover with Conan. This is a published cover by Neal. It is pen and ink. All Neal. And the price on this is
18,000.
18,000.
Gorgeous cover. Amazing detail.
A lot of work in this piece.
Stare at this one for hours and still not see everything.
Yeah, this is one of those ones you are correct. That. Andrea, I just have not come across the Running Batman yet. But we've been a little, or I should say Chris has been a little crazy.
Chris has been a bit of a headless chicken lately. This is like week 2 of the full
No,
on.
this is week 3.
Week 3.
I'm in week 3.
You're in week 3.
I'm
oh.
in week 3. 3
Sorry,
weeks.
sorry.
Did you notice that she's counting?
Yes, because I can give them back in one more week.
Okay.
So do not take away a week. Now, Chris's daughter broke her ankle and is hobbling around not so well. So I have an 8-year-old grandson who's now currently living with me with a lot of energy.
You'll guys send Chris some love too.
And gave me the New York City crud cold. So this is 18,000. Again, a gorgeous cover by Neal, pen and ink Neal. It is published. And it is a great piece. This can go on the payment plan. So, nice piece of art.
Chris's grandson is just lucky he's so damn cute.
He is. The best part is having to do homework again. My favorite thing in the world.
The homeschooling.
I didn't do so well the first time around for myself. Didn't do so well the second time around with my kids. And now I'm doing it for the third time.
Well, at least he's good at math.
He is good at math. thank
Third time's a
God.
charm.
He's faster at it than I am. I have to catch up to him. What do we get down to?
Andrea says they have way too much energy at that age. No kidding.
Yes, she's 100%.
He is a tornado when he comes here.
It's not like they're jumping off furniture or anything.
That's all he does. is walk across the top of my couches. Okay, I pulled these out. This is my fun stuff for the night. Now you're going to ask me what size is it. I don't know what size it is. Big.
It's very tall.
Very tall. Okay, this is all 100% stacks. These are the mechanicals that made this stamp collection envelope. Now I'm starting with the Hulk because the Hulk is one of the few, or probably the only one I have left here tonight, that actually has one stamp page and then the envelope. Now these all are like the piece, like this was never actually an envelope. This is all the stuff that we got from the client when we did the job. So the price on Hulk is $800. And like I said, it's all mechanical work. So it's not like we're dealing with original art here.
But it is vintage and it is from 1976.
Right.
So this goes
And
way
it is
back.
signed by Neal. And I kept these. Neal was actually going to throw these away. And I was like, no, I want them. And I've kept them, with my stuff at continuity for years. Since I started working here. They're actually 1977.
No.
It says
I will
77
argue that with you.
vintage production art.
I bought it at 76. So
Okay.
I
Well,
will
there you go.
argue
Well,
that.
it was done before I got here. So this was something that was pre-me.
I'll tell you, this stamp book taught me a lot of the Marvel superheroes for the first time as a kid.
Right.
Because it had Daredevil in there and Doctor
Mhm.
Strange. And I'm like, who are these characters?
Right. And these will be the last times that I probably offer these for sale. And then I'm probably going to take them home and finally frame them. So again, it is this stamp collection, which is called, what is it called?
Superhero stamps.
Superhero Stamps. It was a Marvel and DC thing. DC did it, Marvel did it. This is the Hulk one for $800.
The Hulk is saying,
He actually is saying,
Yes.
This paper, what does it say? It's made by Kodak. Interesting.
This
So-
is like so nostalgic for me. Like, I never realized like Neal did the envelope art to these.
Yep. Well, it's Neal and Dick for
Mhm.
sure. Hulk is thinking real hard. So this is the Hulk one.
He's trying to do math for his grandson.
Yes, he is. That's definitely what I look like. A second grade math. So wait till we get
As
into
Chris said, this is not original art. It's all stat.
right, all stats, but it is all there. Amazingly enough. Okay.
and it is signed.
Yes, it is signed by Neal. I almost called him Dad. Okay, this is the Batman one, which I do not have the envelope. I do not have any stamps. I just have the mechanical for this.
Oh, our lights are noisy tonight.
Our lights had blinked earlier. I was looking at art.
They're buzzing.
Yeah. Plus the Justice League. These have a tremendous amount of work. They're, obviously vintage. It's kind of like the ads on the back of comic books. Signed by Neal at the bottom.
Justice
Wait,
League,
plus the
supervillains.
Villians, yeah, they wrote Villians.
Catwoman.
They spelled it
And
wrong.
Batgirl.
It is continuity.
It is Villians, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And that was just me being tongue-tied.
Well, everybody's going to have to look now and see whether or not that's the way it got printed.
You
Typo.
see, and there's also no commas. So you see the Justice League supervillains, Catwoman, Batgirl. Like, Catwoman and Batgirl are the Justice League supervillains.
Okay, so we have Batman. And
A high school English teacher would have a field day with that one.
my last one is Flash. And Flash is 600. Whoa.
Whoa.
He's 600 and falling.
He's running away.
Ryan Torrance, that's vintage Batman, but those are stats
Right.
that have been put together to make
There's
the
not
envelope,
one piece of original art.
but it is signed. We
It
also
is-
have a Hulk if you missed that one, and then this one's the Flash.
And this was for a stamp. I guess it was like a collection.
Mhm.
They came in these envelopes. These are like the covers of the envelopes.
Each book from Marvel or DC had 6 different envelopes of stamps.
Interesting.
So hard.
I only had one as a kid, and
I
then I have to
can't-
track them down years later.
I could not imagine working at continuity and doing this job. Like when I think fantasy, can you imagine what this was like? This is pre-computer, so
Yeah.
all this typesetting.
Well, you had to
This
stat
is-
everything. You had to stat it at the right size.
Right. It is something that Dad likes drawing art. He does not like doing mechanicals.
Yeah.
And this is like big mechanicals, which really means that a lot of people have a lot of opinions and want to change. Like, can we move this from here to there and there to here?
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine going through this with continuity at the time period with the mechanical stuff available.
Makes me really glad we were way too young for that.
Yeah.
and you missed it.
Okay, so Flash is 600, Batman was 800, and Hulk was 800 as well.
Paste up parties. Yeah, they weren't parties.
But they are vintage, they are cool. I'm sure they'd frame up on somebody's wall and look fantastic.
I think it was more paste up internment camps.
I don't know, sometimes Neil got paid well for these type of things. This is when he was pushing the doing comic art for advertising and doing licensing and stuff like that. This is like the beginning of the licensing of DC and Marvel. In a major way. So it is a little piece of history here. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm going to do Batman pencil battering. All right. This is a pencil by Neal. This is obviously for one of the Batman probably 8.5 by 11s that we have sold to somebody out there. It is $900 to buy.
I think there's a piece of glitter under the tracing paper.
Under it.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was by his hand.
Yeah.
Kelly Rusk says the misspelling of the word villains on the Batman stamp piece was corrected for the finished product. Thank goodness.
You just
Glad
looked
somebody
it up,
bought it.
didn't you?
And Chris Lady wants to know, did Neal grumble about the work? I don't think he had he would grumble about stuff that he didn't really. If there were crowds, he would grumble.
The only thing that I know that Neal would grumble about, if you repped Neal, the two things you stayed away from was a stadium of people might get you shot when you came back with that. He wasn't into doing stadiums of people. There was something else that he would get upset about. That you'd go pick up a job and then you'd hit the frame and you go, "Oh no, I'm a dead woman." And you would make it the last frame you told him you got. But really it was doing large crowds of people, just kind of standing around, not doing anything.
Didn't you say Dad had trouble with cats? Drawing cats.
Well, if you were a rep and you picked up a cat job, that was tough. He thought he did good cats. But his cats kind of looked a little teddy bearish.
Well, considering one of our artists in the studio drew dragon cats, Dad's were far and away better.
Yes. No, we did a lot of cat. We did a lot of that meow, meow, meow.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a lot of cat advertising. Okay, so $900 for a Batman pencil with the Batarang. Which is a cool piece. Nice price, $900 here. Okay. Next up is going to be a Black Canary piece. Now this is the pencil and ink by Neal, a Black Canary on a motorcycle. This is $12,000 to buy. And really nice piece. Rare that Neal would put that much energy into a motorcycle, but obviously somebody found really good reference that he enjoyed. The size of this is 14 by 17. And this is drawn on a 2-ply paper. Really nice piece for $12,000. Black Canary. Or you could say a motorcycle with Black Canary.
Depending on your priorities.
Right. Okay. I have Robin, 8.5 by 11. This is the uplit Robin. Neal being gutsy, 1800. Whoa. Sorry, guys. That one was my fault.
You just got dusted.
Yep. Let me do it. Trying to get down to the Wolverine.
And this piece comes with its color guide. This is Dad testing the boundaries of lighting on Robin. He doesn't often get dramatic lighting, but he did here.
Oh, my tags are flying off.
Aw.
The cool Wolverine.
See, he's hiding from you now.
What?
He's hiding from you now.
They always do. If you don't look for them, they come out. Okay, we'll just keep moving along here. Okay, it's Wacky Wednesday, so I did pull out some advertising work. I'm going to put it up in color first.
Fire.
This was for the fire department. It was called Golden Knights. And it was a clothing line for the fire department that weighed less but protected them from heat. I have the original color and the original headed ink. Maybe I don't. Nothing is working for me tonight. Burn.
This is having a rough night tonight. Poor thing. I think that one just needs to be held. It just wants to be held.
It's top heavy because it has
a piece, yeah.
it has a paste up that's original on the original. Okay, so this is for, I'm just gonna let that one go. Golden Knights. This was the layout. And this was actually the cover of the brochure. So it's a fireman that's facing down a dragon that's done in fire. It is $1,200 to buy. You get the color with the black and white.
Andrew, you don't understand. It doesn't autofocus. It makes me crazy. Kelly Rest says he has the originals for the splash page of the brochure, and they are brilliant. This is fire that puts my fire to shame.
It's
This
a really
is
cool
really-
rendering.
Yeah, this is an absolutely beautiful piece.
It is $1,200 to buy.
Color adds so much to that fire.
Well, this is one of those things where sometimes, you always think like, oh, the black and white line, that's where to be, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes stuff doesn't come really to life until you color it. And this is one of those examples where the color is really what pulls this
Look at that flame.
all together.
Oh, me trying to follow the artwork as it's flopping down. Yeah. Trying to chase it to the table. We are so not together tonight.
I was together. That's always so funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, you had your stuff together. I just think our brains are not together tonight.
So again, it's Golden Knights was the client. It was for the fire department for new clothing that weighed less so that they could move easier and was more heat resistant. It was called Slay the Dragon. Okay, next up is the Green Arrow number 5. This was Green Arrow Rebirth number 5. This is Neal's pencil to that cover when Bill Sienkiewicz inked it. He inked it as a blue line, I believe. This is the pencil by Neal for $8,000. And this is the pencil to a published cover.
Happy Towers has joined us.
Hello, Felix.
Nice. It's interesting to see Neal even doing her stockings in pencil,
The fishnets.
the fishnets. How professional.
Well, because then all you need is like an inker that can't do fishnets. Ted Keaton says that is quite a pencil.
Yep. Also got a really nice price to it. $8,000 is good price. Again, Green Arrow number 5, part of the rebirth of DC Comics. It can go on the payment plan. $8,000 is the price. Okay, next up is Zia's Spider-Man that we showed today, her coloring.
Happy Tower says Bill's inks are legit.
This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Zia. And the price on this is $750.
He's so pretty.
So a nice colored Spider-Man is available. Kind of has a black and white newspaper feel kind of behind him with Spider-Man being brilliant red in the foreground. It's very New York.
Mm.
like a New York on a bright day in the summer kind of has a very gray look to it. In the certain sections, we're becoming a lot more glass building oriented, but certain sections of the city, which actually the section we're in, is still a lot of gray buildings like the Empire State Building, which is kind of what that looks like behind him in a way. So 750, it is signed by Neal, can be signed by Zia, obviously. The video of Zia coloring this is currently up on the Neal Adams site. And the price on this is $750 to buy it. And then we can send Zia to college. 8.5 by 11 is the size of Spider-Man.
Send me to art school so I can become a real artist.
That's right. And Zia's goal in life is to raise enough money to go to college. Okay. Next up is a really nice
That's really cool.
Neal Adams pencil piece. This was a print that we had for a while.
Gotham.
Right. It is 11 by
17.
17. 11 by 17. This is a finished pencil render of Batman.
Happy Covers, I think there's 4 reds in there because I started off with 3 reds and then I needed to grab my poppy red to give it an extra juice.
So I will let you guys peruse that for a little bit. It's a really beautiful job. This we didn't pan and scan yet, but it'll be pan and scanned for Sunday.
Thank you, Felix. Sunday what? Andrew said Sunday? What's Sunday? Oh, I think she's meant Friday. We don't do shows. We don't do
I say
shows on
Sunday?
I think you said Sunday.
Sorry.
I think at this point, Chris is lucky she knows what day of the week it is.
I know what day of the week it is.
I know you know. I'm saying you're lucky that you know.
Just looking for my Wolverine, which I grabbed.
Did he run and hide?
He did. Okay, Batman and Robin, I guess.
No, that's young
I
Bruce
know.
Wayne.
I know. I'll make it Robin though.
Okay. Robin.
Okay, I have an 8.5 by 11. Nice green arrow, pen and ink by Neal. Or 2000. You know what it is? It's because now we're mixing so many different sizes of art. And there's art in books.
Well, he claimed it, so.
I know, but he wants to be bombed.
Oh.
It will pop up. Okay, so I'm sorry. Green Arrow, pen and ink, Neal, 8.5 by 11 for 2,000. It is a signed piece. Really nice green arrow here. Again, this can be colored by Z to make it really a sweet piece. But that's a nice green arrow there. It is Neal's green arrow for sure. 2,000. Okay, this was a piece we found last week. This is a piece we don't really know what it was done for. It is a pencil of Superman by Neal. This is $2,200 to purchase. This is him kind of flying in the air as he's making sure his cape is right.
Well, you don't want to go into battle with your cape being a little loose.
Or twisted.
Because Edna Mode says, no capes!
So $2,200, really nice piece of Superman here. It's not signed by Neal. It is $2,200. We would put a certificate of authenticity, with it. $2,200. Everyone can make noise. Nice flying. Good job, Dad. I give Dad a pat on the back for that one. Okay, this is another weird Superman in a pad of paper. That was done in a red pentel. By Neal, since we have Superman.
Do you know what his price tag was?
It's $700. So $700 for this Superman by Neal. Neal did this in a tracing paper pad in red pentel.
So the paper is probably 9 by 12.
Yeah. Very nice. Superman. I have a feeling, due to where his belt is sitting and how his belt is sitting, this may have been the beginnings of his...
Happy Tower says, in a tracing pad, claim! So I guess Happy Towers gets Superman.
Okay, if that's what it takes, that it's in a pad, it is in a pad. I have a feeling this may be Neal... Could be. I'm not saying for sure because I can't crawl into the paper pad and figure out what he's doing here. But this is the design of his Coming of the Superman costuming. It is weird that he would be doing it. I mean, the fact that it's in a red pentel is kind of off, which means it was much more personal to him.
This could be while he was
it could be while he was figuring out the costume, for all I know. I don't know for sure. I'm not going to state that's what this is, but it is odd that Neal obviously grabbed whatever was close by, which was a red pentel.
Spur of the moment, spark of imagination.
Started sketching stuff out here. Because usually in a more professional way, he would always have used either a black pentel or a pilot. and or pencil. So, but it is now
Belongs to Happy
belongs
Towers.
to Happy Towers.
Yay!
What was the price on that?
700.
7, yeah.
Happy Tower says it's cool because it's a study, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's a working out of design.
You definitely get to see the process.
I also will say this is an old Tracy Pittman pen. Whereas that Joker piece is a
Or
newer
newer Tracy
Tracy
Pittman
pen.
But we do still have old, well, maybe not so much now, but we do have old pads and stuff laying around.
Make it rain.
Andrea says that always cracks me up about Neal. He'd grab whatever was nearby and work with. We used to. I wish I had saved that dragon on the diner napkin. I don't know what became of
try
it.
This. Ooh, messy.
Long hang time one.
These are my faves. Confetti cannons. Okay. That is Happy Towers. Let's get over here.
It's very
Okay.
graceful the way you do it. Rich was a hand model once.
Okay.
Panache.
Here we go. I'm
Not
just
a
gonna take these tags off. Apparently, at one point we're gonna NFT this thing.
Are we?
We were.
Yeah.
No
Okay.
more.
I
Okay.
remember those days. What was it, like 3 weeks? We were.
All I know.
Stop what you're doing.
All I know is it drove me crazy. I got a nasty phone call from someone.
Well, then, like right before they were gonna drop, we
Yep.
found out a few things that they didn't tell us in the beginning, and we were like, "Nope."
Okay, so this is an original published page from,
Fantastic Four.
that's right, Neal's Fantastic Four project with Mark Farmer and Mark Waid.
This is issue number 2, page 17.
Right. So this is a new page that is up for sale. It is $15,000 to buy.
And of course, we can't resist showing the beautiful colors by Laura Martin over here from the actual printed page. She really did stellar work. Oh, that shut your yap. When you look at those flames, that's gorgeous.
Well, it's one of the nice things that happened was Dad wanted Laura Martin for a long time.
Yeah.
And asked a bunch of times on covers and stuff like that. And she was just always booked up. And he finally got her for like his last job. So that was kind of sweet. So this is an original published page from Fantastic Four number 2, page 17. Pencil is Neal, inks is Mark Farmer.
I never see her at conventions.
And she's
She's
always
at
working.
Baltimore.
Was she?
She's always working. They don't let her out. 15,000. Gorgeous page of published art. Okay. Okay, this is a huge clay. It's now
Yeah, that's huge.
covered in money. But I figure if there's a Walking Dead person out there, this may be your night.
This is for you.
So I don't remember selling these. I remember we've had a couple of these, and it is bigger than we normally print. And you can ask me what is the size? I don't know.
It's bigger than 13 by 19.
It's bigger than 13 by 19. This is the color version of Neal's Walking Dead cover that he did. We're selling this for $300, and it is signed by Neal. I'm afraid if I let it go, it's just going to fall to measure it.
And this is signed.
So this is like probably 24. 24 by 17, 16. So 16 inches wide by 24 inches tall.
There's some big zombies.
Big zombies. Gorgeous piece. Maybe there's 10 of these out there. I don't know. Even when I pulled it out, I could tell Jason was like, "Oh, that's really cool. Do we have more of those?" And I was like, "That's the only one we got."
Well, Jason and his monsters.
Yep. So this is $300 to buy. It is signed by Neal at the bottom. I actually think this was at a convention. And then it was probably so big we just dropped it as a thing. So again, $300 for Walking Dead. It is a gorgeous print. This is pencil and ink Neal. This is definitely color directed by Neal. I would bet it was probably Mom who was tortured through this one.
I think it was.
So this is a Corey Adams and Neal Adams coloring job here. $300 is the price for this. Nice zombies. If you're into zombies, just piled all over.
You get a zombie, and you get a zombie, and you get a zombie.
$300 for that one. All right.
What you gonna do now, Chris?
I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Oh, like I said, I'm trying to dig out my Wolverine that has been buried somewhere.
Do you want me to take a look? Sometimes a different pair of eyes will do the trick.
Well, I'm just gonna keep going through my pile here. My pile.
Or as Dad would say, are you going through one piece at a time and carefully separating them?
Yeah. No,
Well, you don't miss that.
I know you brought all those kid feelings back that you say in your head as it's being said to you.
The cold shiver that went up her spine.
That's right. I'm like, wait a minute. I haven't had this feeling in almost 2 years. And thanks for bringing that back.
You're welcome. I do my best.
Oh my God. Okay, so what we're looking at is Jon Stewart. This is a gorgeous piece. It is a large piece, 11 by 17. A very important character to Neal. $2,500 is the price on this, which has come down a lot from when Neal originally put this out. This is pencil and ink Neal. Color of Green Lantern is Zia. Background is Jason Adams. It's got to be electrocuted onto a piece of plastic. So $2,500 for Jon Stewart. He will have a certificate of authenticity that goes along with him.
Happy Tower says micro drama trauma late. So I don't know if it's late though.
Oops.
The searching for things, that was a deep drama. Because the worst was having to find something in Dad's portfolio.
I was going to say the portfolio was the worst.
Because Dad's portfolio, I know we're not like Harry Potter freaks, but like it's like Hermione Granger's purse in Harry Potter, where you reach into it and there's pockets and there's so much stuff in there. But there was always like
there's goddamn pinpoints
right
at the bottom to stab
or sharp
you.
pencils.
Yeah, to stab you. And graphite in a portfolio over a time period really smells bad.
Yeah, Dad's portfolio always smelled bad. I was so happy when we would have to get him a new one.
It's a graphite in the portfolios that does that.
It's like a drawer on this piece of furniture.
It smells.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so we have Justice League. It's the downside of being an art studio. It stinks.
Well, that and also our cabinet with all the art supplies smells like the erasers.
Yes. So we have, we're giving
around.
away too many trade secrets here, guys.
So y'all think you want to come and visit, but you know the weird smells that happen here.
Bottle up a art studios.
Thank you.
Anytime. I think Chris needs new holders. Is the problem. Okay, we have the Justice League, which is very similar to that Batman with Bruce Wayne that we showed earlier. The finished pencil render. Gorgeous piece. I have to take this piece to Hollywood to sell it.
Andrew says, I remember that time where art was lost, but it turned out to be on the couch of art the entire time.
Yeah, that happens too. And then, you know what? As soon as I give up, it'll be here.
Well, the cool thing is there's less hiding places up here.
That is
Yeah, but you can still lose that. I'm still at the point I don't want to hold on to original art any longer than I absolutely have to. Like if I'm not directly working on it, I don't want it in my area.
The downside of plastic is that it builds up static electricity,
Mm.
and then things stick to it. So. All right, we have Batman short ears, as he's been deemed by a lot of people now. This is a big question by Neal. If thoroughly checked to find doomsday device. I don't know. Okay, this is 11 by 14 Batman. The price on this is
I don't know.
gone.
I think it was 3. If I remember correctly. Wasn't this the one that was the same price once you called it?
Yes.
Yeah,
I believe it was 3,000.
Okay, we'll go with that.
that sounds correct. Yeah, 3,000.
Maybe it's on like that.
And this piece is another one that comes with its color guide.
I think you might have just left it somewhere in your travels.
Just wander aimlessly through the studio, you'll find it.
I have it.
You have it?
On the cutting board.
There you go. Ready to be cut up. No. You
Chop,
don't
chop.
do that.
Well, you just waited patiently, and I felt bad. Okay, so Batman, like I said, is 11 by 14. And I believe Zia also colored this online. It got many hits online.
Yep.
Everybody thinks this is like our #1 colored.
No, I think
Yeah.
Phoenix is.
I got a notice.
Yeah?
That stated this one. Maybe in a time frame of speed, this may have beat out Phoenix. Bathroom break specials.
Remember
The parents are out of the room. We're gonna do a press cut.
All right, guys, for the next 5
You have to
minutes.
talk to Zia and Rich. They're now the kids. So. I completely forgot about the bathroom breaks when I grabbed stuff and started selling.
Okay, guys, Dad's out of the room.
That's when you brought out like the armadillos and stuff
Mhm.
like that.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so this is Wolverine. 8.5 by 11.
Brent Fontanelle says, "Claim Wolverine."
Sorry, Brent. It was
Sorry,
claimed
Brent.
already.
If you don't sweat a piece of art that Chris has lost it, then what's left in life.
There you go.
So Brent, this is yours.
Brent says, "No."
I'll make sure to lose it again.
Yeah, some guy named Brent claimed it at the beginning of the show.
Mm-hmm. So he thought about it for a while and then made a decision.
This is mine. Please, thank you.
Would you like to come down and pick it up tonight?
We'll wait.
Mine. My name's on it. It's mine.
Okay, Brent, thank you for being patient.
He says, "On my way."
Okay, Brent's Wolverine is going here. And I like this one, but this one is really hot. So we'll try it again. All right,
Was that one of the
here's-
tight ones?
Yeah. It's still. Got it though.
Ooh, I got hit with shrapnel.
Good.
Sorry, I didn't get hit hard with shrapnel. It was a gentle tap on my toe. Not like the bullet wound that Rich got once.
That's true. He got the bullet wound once. Okay. So in our bringing back memory lanes,
There is a reason these are not meant for indoor use.
I did find this today.
There's a way that the Adams family toughened you up. They hit you with shrapnel.
That's
That's
right. That was for friends. So I found the red M&M and peanut M&M dressed up as saloon guy and cowboy guy. $300 for this. There's many videos of Neal selling this. He loved working on M&Ms. And this is pencil and ink Neal for $300. And we'll just mosey on down. You ran this long enough, I would actually fall asleep back here.
Good picture.
No way, Happy Towers. He says my early 80s mustache. Okay, Gomez.
Did Rich Cirillo have a mustache like this at one point?
I did have an 80s
Yeah, I think
porn
so.
stash yes, since I was like 16. But that was just so I could get into the bars.
Oh, okay.
with my baby face.
So $300 for the M&Ms. And then if you don't like that M&M, I have this oldie, but lovely. The one where I think we may have sold the lady in the high heels.
Yeah.
So what I have is the
The biker.
a biker one or a cop.
Cops don't walk around with chains unless it's like Mad Max.
I don't know. Cops have pulled me over, had chains on their boots.
Then those weren't cops.
This is when Eminem met the Village People.
Well, then you should have YMCA on. $300 for Oops Eminem. Much better. Nice Eminem.
Are you gonna do the YMCA?
I can do YMCA.
Can you spell?
Whatever. How do you do an A? You have to crossbar it. I've been doing second grade, guys. Can't wait to have to learn script again. Okay, next up is Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Well, I get to play my favorite song.
Tyrannosaurus Rex doesn't have a price.
No, he doesn't.
All right, we'll make it $400.
Oh, Chris's deal of the night.
Right, this is Chris's bathroom.
Dad went to the bathroom.
Dad went to the bathroom. This is Chris's bathroom
So
deal.
if you buy it in the next 5 minutes,
$400.
what that comes
3
back.
Tyrannosaurus Rexes by Neal Adams, and we'll get a certificate of authenticity. Bathroom break Tyrannosaurus Rex. You guys are nuts. I would buy this.
I would buy this and then get me to color it.
Like what? And put it like outside my bathroom.
Especially that bottom one.
Mm-hmm.
Blow it up, color it up, put it in frame.
Andrew's playing.
Andrew's playing. Smart girl. That a girl.
Well, Andrea, thank you. Oh, did I say that everybody that bought from us tonight is getting a free
You did that?
comic book? Wow. I must be sick.
To
So
celebrate
I'm
Sarah's
putting one of these
birthday.
in with anyone who bought from us tonight.
So it's the regular facsimile
Right.
print of Batman and Batgirl 411.
Right. Sorry about that, guys. You know what it is? Is that I had a lot on the brain. I knew I had to get Wolverine out for Brent. And then everybody's asking me questions about other pieces. So I had to make sure they were in the show tonight.
That's why I said mentally we have checked out today.
It's just a lot of people.
Brent says awesome. So he's happy.
Okay. Here goes for Andrea. Going this way. Whoa! Yo!
Money, 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 money.
That was nice because it knocked down the colors.
It's stuck in your
This
glasses.
one stuck in my glasses.
When payday rolls around, can we get paid like that? We'll just
Yes,
stuff
I
it
will
in
just
too.
shoot your salary checks.
It's like when they put in that booth.
It fell
How
out.
many dollars you can grab while you're in the booth?
Thank you, Andrea.
Not the $50 bathroom deal, but still a great buy.
They're critters. Usually it was critters during bathroom deals.
Yep.
I would say Tyrannosaurus Rex is a critter deal. This is like a really cool one.
Andrew says, but it's 3 for 1 for it. That's right.
It's nice. Actually, as much as Zia really wants to color this one, I would get Zia to color this one.
Any one of those would come out cool.
Did you model for the last one with the
I
arms?
did. My little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. I did not.
Oh, see, now if I say that, she threatens to kill me. But you say that,
I want you to
then
know
she's
that
okay
Pete
with
now
it.
says that.
But I say it in a nice way. I don't say it snarkily. It's all in the delivery, see.
Okay. Here we go.
Andrew says critters and also that ugly blue sock. That was a very pretty blue sock.
I want you to know I found some of that blue sock, or like it was the same job but different things today. So it must have been in the wind. Okay, this is another published piece, which we will get these all panned and scanned. Z was just busy coloring today, and I didn't want to bother
This one
her.
I did.
Oh, this one you? That's
Yeah,
right,
you
this
had
one
me
we
do.
did do.
This was the one that you wanted me to do.
Yes. There is hope for Chris. So what music are you picking for this one, Rich? Are you going with Batman or are you going with Superman? Which way are you going to go?
I'm going to go with Super Friends.
Super Friends.
But at least the tongue was all manicured. Pedicured, I should say.
Well, this is a weird Wednesday for sure. Feels like a Friday.
See, I knew if I did the video, whatever sides I picked, Chris was going to go opposite when she put them up.
Okay, so this is the cover for DC Comics Variant Covers, The Complete Visual History. And I will include the hardback book that is signed by Neal. That is a color guide by Neal. Signed by Neal. And that is a pen and ink published cover by Neal. Amazing!
And I digitally colored the finish.
It's all about Zia, always, guys.
I fought very hard to be able to claim my stuff.
This is actually a really nice price for this piece, considering it's got Batman on it. So all the pieces of this will be put all together at a price of $18,000. So it gets the color guide by Neal, the pen and ink by Neal, and this very big book. Ooh. Beep, 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 beep. My little Transverse Rex arms have made it.
All right, that's what was changed. They took a couple of characters out.
Right.
Nightwing's
Dad didn't leave enough room for the titles, as usual.
right.
Man likes to fill his artwork.
Yeah, Nightwing's taken out, and Steel was shifted over.
Well, Dad also went by the 11 by 17 format on his work, and this book is a bit more squat than that proportion.
And we can have Zia sign this because this is Zia's digital color.
Because it's all about me.
It's always about Zia. So this is a really nice package for $18,000. If you're into DC. I think the book is actually a nice book.
Book?
Gotta have reviews in it. So that makes it a good book. Has a number of different variant covers by screen people.
Kristen Neal Adams display.
Well, I got too much stuff in front of me. Okay, so that is the Superman Batman variant cover. Like I said, the nice thing is everything is signed by Neal. We actually tried selling this a long time ago.
Get out of here, kitty
You and I are
pie.
going on till midnight tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't need that.
No, I mean, we're not going to be on for that much longer, so.
that's what she thinks.
Yeah.
That's right.
That, and you don't have to worry about tripping on it.
That's what I did to my laptop earlier.
Yeah.
It's these big cockroach stompers on there.
Stomper.
Well, you'll need them for the water out there.
Mm.
Okay, I have Superman, 8.5 by 11. Pen and ink Neal for 1,500. Really nice Superman.
I think I'm actually going to leave this here today. Keep the weather.
Yeah. And this is 1,500 to buy this Superman.
How much for the CGC 8.5 Batman sketch?
1,500.
1,500. Now, the problem I will say with this is that the plastic case has been cracked, so that I would have to get this re-CGC'd for you if you buy it. And we can probably get that turned around very quickly for you. But I just noticed we have a big crack on the back of this. But it is 1,500. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. I don't know if that helps or not.
It's okay, it's an Instagrammer. That's
Right, it's a sketch cover. So that's the reason it's an original drawing by Neal on an 8.5. It's on Batman black and white for 1,500. And it is a yellow label, which is quite nice because we can't get yellow labels anymore. But if I send this into CGC to get it recased, I will get the same yellow label.
Alright, what was the price on the Superman bust?
Superman bust is 1,500. It's a really nice drawing of Superman. This again, colored up by Z, would be gorgeous. This is another piece. This is another sketch cover. Hasn't been CGC'd for 1,800. It is Batman and Joker by Neal. Lots of glare. I may just take this out of the the plastic. See. Except it's in a bag of plastic.
It's double plastic.
Chris can't get away from the plastic tonight.
That's okay. I think they get it.
Yeah. But it's a very nice Batman and Joker drawing by Neal, signed by Neal. It is on Batman Urban Legend. And the price on this was $1,800. It's a nice sketch cover by Neal. That is available to buy. I wanted to show this because we haven't shown this in a while. This is Batman Solo Shadow. This is 11 by 14. It is a pen and ink by Neal. Nice sign piece. Has a lot of nice caping and shadowing.
What's the number on this one?
10,000. It's an expensive piece by Neal, but it is a gorgeous piece by Neal. And it's called Batman Solo Shadow.
Yep, I found it.
So Z will have a pan and skin of this piece. It's got a gorgeous face on Batman. Really nice line work on his legs and arms. Nice cape design. With interesting shadowing under it. Hence why it's a higher price piece of 10 grand, but it is a gorgeous piece of art. 11 by 14 is the size on this one. Let's see which way I'm gonna go. I feel like I've done a lot of Batman. I still have this nice dark Phoenix, 8.5 by 11, available for $1,900. This is pen and ink Neal. Color is Jason, with some highlighting by Zia for $1,900. Dark Phoenix. Good night, Rich.
Hey,
I hope
Rich.
safe.
And Martin here says Neal Adams, the best of comics.
That is true. One of the best. If Jack Kirby is the king, does that make Dad the queen?
Well, he did like his Rocky Horror Picture Show, so maybe.
That's true. And he would occasionally wear my tiara. So $1,900 for the Dark Phoenix. This is pen and ink Neal. Color on this is Jason. Highlighting on it is Zia.
And maybe Dad was the princess of comics.
It was a group affair on the Dark Phoenix. But in real life, it's a gorgeous piece of art. It is a signed piece by Neal up near her hair. And it has a great price, $1,900, which is really a nice price for an original piece of art by Neal. The court jester. He could be a court jester at times. I'm just going to go through here and just see if there's anything I feel is important. If not, I will just move it into Friday night. I mean, I think I've covered a lot of characters here tonight. We had new stuff tonight. I want to say I still have these Peter Pan records. That's the Red Blood record with the comic book available for $50 on these. We only have a couple of these left. So if you've been on the fence about it, now's the time to jump off the fence. Because there's not many left. And there were only 100 of them made, if you're into knowing that kind of information. So $50 for the Blood Red album with the Monsters comic book. I don't know. I was actually really happy that CBS did a tribute to Ramona because she's been so quietly in the background of comics for such a long time. And I'll tell you, as a girl who grew up in comics with creatives, with the artists, with the editors, with stuff that as a little kid at DC Comics or Marvel Comics knew like that was really sexist what they just did to a secretary of that whatever company.
Mm-hmm.
That Ramona like dealt with it, was always a woman in it. She was never one of the guys. And I was really happy that she finally got the tribute that she deserved as a woman in comics that nobody ever really talks about.
Yeah.
Yet she's back there with the boys.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I think she deserved it. In some ways, I think she deserved it more than Neal deserved it. Or I was happy that she got it over. I mean, Neal.
Yeah, it's not like Dad didn't have plenty of spotlight.
Neal had gotten tributes most of his adult
Yeah,
life.
Jason was even showing me pictures when Dad was in the Batmobile during a parade and
that was the Dragon Con.
The Dragon Con,
Right, I mean,
but it also, it makes me think of Mom, who didn't get a hell of a lot of credit.
Right. I mean, women in
so it
comics
made me feel really good that Ramona
did not get credit for a lot of work. I mean, I think it's interesting that Lynn Varley just got put into the Will Eisner Hall of Fame.
Nice.
Or I don't know if she's got in or she's one
nominated.
Of the people nominated. Paul Levisus is going through everybody that is either in it or nominated, and Lynn was in it, and I was very happy to see that happen for Lynn because she was an important part of stuff. The same way Mom was an important part of stuff, the same way Dad was an important part of stuff. And I feel that Ramona she's like a hidden treasure. Most people know Trina Robbins. She's been out there. But Ramona's always just kind of been that lady who worked in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Marie Severin, everybody knew Marie. I mean, if you were in the bullpen over at Marvel, there was Marie.
Right.
So, okay, and Victor Savino agrees with me. So there you go.
Well, and I know you tease me about it being all about me, but it's another situation of sure I could have just stayed continuity colorist and not pushed to have my name on my work.
Yeah, we pushed very hard for you to get your name.
We did.
So. Anyway, so I think that is. I mean, I was going to do one more piece. I was going to do mine since we had a Walking Dead night.
Walking Dead!
I'm going to end my night with Walking Dead. Now this, I think I have to keep in plastic or they'll kill me. This is an original Walking Dead #1 Image comic done in 2013. It is a 9.9 yellow labeled CGC because I did the giant print tonight or Jaclay tonight. And I think I had another Walking Dead thing tonight. This is $1,200 to buy this 9.9. Right. Well, I mean, usually if you were a female writer in comics, you would have to be, maybe if you're an editor, we know you better because you've been on panels. I mean, a lot of ways writers used to get onto panels was that they became editors in comics. Like you wrote for a while, then you became an editor for a while, and then you didn't write for a while, and then you went back into writing. But, I mean, comics has always been a boys' club. And usually colorists, which were like the first females I ever saw in comics, were wives of writers or artists. Like, Tatiana Wood is another one, wife of Wally Wood, colored fantastic work. My mother, Corey Adams followed Tatiana. Corey Adams taught Michelle, Lynn Weens, and Marv Wolfman's wives were colorists for a while and became very good colorists. They colored based on my mom's coloring. So they all kind of bounced off of each other as, more women came in and started coloring. And I will say that Neal pushed that. Neal had, Corey coloring, was vocal about having, he started by saying he was coloring it, and he was taking it home and coloring it. But he was, guiding my mother through coloring and teaching her how to color, and then trained her to be a really good colorist. I'm sure Tatiana Wood, I don't really know too much about her history of how she came in, but I'm sure Wally Wood probably directed the same way Neal directed, because I don't see how you can be an artist and not direct. And then, like I said, then Lynn Ween's wife, Glennis Ween, and Michelle Wolfman, two wives of two writers, started coloring and followed Corey. And then Corey, because she went on to Blue Lines and stuff like that, there's a whole slew of colorists out there that will say that they learned by looking at Corey's work. But a lot of those earlier people were buried. There were no credits given out. So girls have become a little bit noisier in comics, or allowed in the door. So it would be really cool if someone wrote a history of that. Yeah, I would probably take a girl. So, I mean, comics traditional. I mean, that's not true, because I will say my mom talks about comics. Like, I have my dad who talked about his comics and, how he got on the boat, went to Germany, and then came back. And thank God he found a Joe Kubert comic book when he came back, and that turned his world around to be a comic artist and all that. And my mother talks about her, like, Sheena, Queen of the Jungle comics. And my mom had a comic collection that was pretty big, and there were comics that she read. And I, yes, our mother was athletic, but I would say my mom was very girly in some ways. So it does seem like at that time period of the 40s, I would say girls were reading comics, like boys read comics. I would say by time, I feel like the 60s came around into the 70s, it really was a boys' club. I don't remember. Girls were just girlfriends. That's, that's what I remember of comics.
They were the significant others of the artists.
Right. And
well, you also hear about that at Disney, because women would go in with their portfolios looking to draw and animate.
Right.
And no matter how good they were sent to ink and paint.
Right. I mean, Wheezy Jones, who then became Walt's wife, Wheezy was an editor. She started at Warren. I think that's where I met her, was at Warren. And then she's gone off to write. And she was part of the Death of Superman and Power Pack Kids. And Wheezy's great. She's very positive about women in comics, but she's not overpoweringly.
She didn't beat you over the head with it.
Yeah. But Wheezy's another very smart. And there was Michelle Wrightson. Michelle Wrightson is another one that was an editor in comics for a while. So sometimes girls got into editing positions and then married a lot of comic guys. So
that's what you're surrounded by.
Yeah, that's exactly. You're in the group.
It's not like I'm going to marry a brain surgeon.
Just got to hang out in a hospital, yeah.
Well, we've been doing quite enough of that.
That is true.
Actually, one of Mom's doctors flirted with me once, and I was like, "This is really awkward, man. You're sticking a needle in my mother and trying to flirt with me." No.
So anyway, but yes, to go back to Ramona, I'm very happy that she has been responded to and honored in a way that she should be.
She got the remembrance she deserved.
And that woman was drawing in her 90s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she drew up To me, I will tell you a really horrible story that's really sad. Is
Don't do
um, one of the artists of Archie had he basically had the rug pulled out from under him and lost his work at Archie, and that's all he did for zillions of years. He was Archie. I read his comic books. I had the honor of working with him. And his wife called, and she was in tears because she was worried. She's like, I could always look across from when I was washing the dishes, and I would always see my husband, and there was always like a pile of artwork, and I would have to see the top of his head over the pile of artwork. And she says, now I look over, and there's nothing on his desk. And she was worried that he was going to die because he had no work on his desk. And every artist really does kind of work up to the very end. And she was worried that because there wasn't a pile, that nobody was loving him anymore, and that he would just, like her plant needs water.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anybody who can water my plants? And then Neal, sure enough, basically made some phone calls, pounded some people, and said, you need to do something.
Yeah.
And got him work. And then he was so happy. He was like doing stuff outside of Archie, and it was like a whole new world for him, and it opened up a whole new world for him. But a lot of artists die when they're put out to pasture and can't get work. And a lot of artists do work till the last couple of weeks of their life, and that's what Ramona did. Ramona was still doing conventions, but she retired. She made an announcement of her retirement like 6 weeks ago, and then she went. It was like, wow, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
So it was nice that she had work up till the end.
I do feel honored. I did get to color 4 of her commissions. Some guy came with 4 of the little squares that she would do,
Cool.
and I got to color those, and I took pictures of them, and that was a good moment for me.
Right. So we will dedicate this show to Ramona tonight. So thank you guys for being with us tonight. It's always a pleasure entertaining you guys. And thank you once again for buying from us. And we always appreciate that as well. And Rich will be in tomorrow to start billing out everybody. So if you did buy something tonight, please remember to direct message us. And Rich is really quick on getting those bills out to you guys and getting everything shipped out the door. So make sure you do that. And we will see you Friday night. We will be back.
We hope you had a great birthday, Sarah.
And that's right, Sarah. Happy birthday. Thank you for coming on our show for your birthday. And I'm happy that it just worked out that I found that Lois Lane comic book up on the shelf, and I threw it out here, and Zia said, oh, Sarah's going to love that. And Brent, I'm happy you got your Wolverine, and everybody else that bought from us tonight. Thank you again. See you Friday night. Take care, everybody, and don't get wet. Bye-bye.
Bye.